The Kagura is also pretty good.
Kagura for UA, I mean...
Or EU. Oh yeah, to pick up the Kagura.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
This is what we were thinking would get picked up in the hands
Claude.
of Super Friends last game. So you're thinking Claude here.
Claude or Moskov.
Claude or Moskov. And
yeah. You're looking at the EXP later, right?
XP lane.
If they snatch the Uranus, that would be good as well. But the Dyroth could be the answer for Aurora.
Oh.
I think it's much better for them to just get that get the tanky hero in the front lines. Phovis is also open, which is also a decent hero. Edith can also be considered, but there would be too much magic damage. So I'm thinking Moskov Phoveus. If they want to go Uranus, it's Uranus Claude. If they want to go Phoveus, it's Phoveus Moskov.
Okay, that's the Moskov, like you mentioned.
Okay.
We go that. What do they want to put in the XP lane?
We're so past the Hilda Kirk era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoveus.
Okay.
CC is knocking. So is Uranus for Aurora. If they want a frontliner, they will go Uranus. Yeah.
It also would alleviate some of that pressure for Light on the Kalea, because that was what we were seeing, you know, previously, where the Kalea of Brusco wasn't really able to go ahead and do what he needed to do because he was mostly that frontline guy.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the case if you just grab the Uranus here too. You have the great front line.
Yeah.
You're that roadblock for Onic.
The sandbag, as the stats would say at the end.
So
yep, there it is.
There it is.
Good call, Wolf.
Yes, sir.
Wolf, you know, it's always nice having you over here on the English stream. You know?
Thank you so much.
I mean, big shout outs to our other analysts out there, but I feel like, sometimes, Wolf, if this was a car, I would just take my hands off the wheel and let you grab the wheel from the passenger seat because you're my passenger princess.
Oh, yeah.
Brigitta's in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay
She's
with
the
that.
kid. She's the kid.
At least I have the entire back to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we got our lineups here.
I love it.
I love it too. You guys can let us know what you think as you get to go ahead and see this index. This is the draft battle, like we were talking about too. I don't know, man. It comes down once again to the execution, though, I think, for both these lineups and how they go ahead and make them work. Brigitta, which one do you like better?
I might be a bit more leaning to the macro that we can potentially expect from Onic. Like, it's not too reliant on always getting those pickoffs or at least getting those kills. But I mean, even though I favor like the macro so much, it's always a struggle if you're going up against a team like Aurora, because they're one of the teams who know how to manage it best. So let's see if they get to make it to the 5.
It's there as well.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
It took us a little bit of time to get things situated, but it looks like we are finally jumping in the land of dawn. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Onic Philippines and Aurora. Right now, match point currently for Aurora. Let's take a look at the emblems here while they battle it out in mid.
So, tenacity for Super Friends.
Yep.
Nothing out of the ordinary, actually, apart from that. I wonder, though, there was a little bit of... there was a small patch that happened, right? Oh. So, was Zushin part of that small fix?
I think
Yeah.
Leo and I talked about it too. We got a bit confused with the advanced server.
That's
and
right.
the
That's right.
husband.
I remember that conversation. Now I was part of that desk too. By the way, if you got a glimpse of that, Doman Kite's 8-1 on the Harith, by the way. Probably the best Harith right now currently in the league. So that's going to be something to look out for. I think Onic's going to have to go ahead and do some damage control with Doman Kite, because if he gets insane on this Harith, he's got all the space to work with too. Again, I think the Uranus, like you mentioned, Wolf, is going to be a big part of what gives the space over here to Aurora to set things up, especially with the Kalea they have.
And if you think about Onic Philippines' lineup, they don't have an actual hard lockdown. They have so much damage, though, especially in the late game between the Moskov as well as this Joy. And you also have the threat of the Skypiercer sustainable Jushin.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways for them to deal with Aurora in the late game. But in the early game, the lack of stun or hardcore stun coming out from Onic is going to be a big problem later on.
Yeah. Especially now that you see Demon Kite and just how smooth he gets to launch all those quad shadows. Kellera, though, trying his best just to get to catch up to the gold card. But why is Dominkite making it so hard?
Dominkite's just, that's him on the Harith, Brigitte. You know, he's him. He's basically the bully on Harith. You can see how much pressure Kelra is dealing with too.
Yeah. Kelra's actually really low now, might have to recall for now. Edward trying to scout the turtle, but Super Prince is doing a great job at zoning even Yue. So Onic will get their hands on this objective without any contest whatsoever.
Yeah. King Kong's actually a good way ahead on Demon Kite right now on the Hayabusa.
I'm actually surprised that Aurora is not putting a lot of pressure on the Joy. As good as a threat the Moskov is in the late game, you also have to think about the Joy later on. I guess because they're banking on the fact that Demon Kite just needs 2 items, 3 items that can be a big threat now for the Joy when it comes to like the damage output. But the fact that Aurora's playing so passively in the past few minutes is quite concerning.
Yeah, even with this kind of lineup that they have here, maybe the plan is to just kind of get control of this early game. But right now they're losing grounds. And that's the problem, because if King Kong wants to go ahead and take control of some of these smaller camps of Demon Kites, he'll do it, because again, they can kind of play into, all right, we don't have to start fights if we don't want to. We can go ahead and scale into this because, again, this is, you have decent damage. Like, if you really look at it, you have decent damage in the beginning, but really you're waiting for that Moskov to also hit that power spike.
So is Kirk going to be the door for Aurora to start things up, because they're positioning themselves up top? Eventually, this Harith versus Moskov matchup will be...
I want that crab.
Crab so badly, okay? Yeah, eventually this Moskov versus Harith matchup will be a wash in a way that it will not matter that much later on, especially if the Moskov gets 2 items.
Edward might not get out of this. King Kong, electrifying beats, takes first blood, and as mentioned previously, this passive start is really becoming concerning for Aurora. Like, there's not much that they're able to do. I don't know if it's just because of the limitations. But the Purify was forced out of Dominkite.
What a block.
Still trying to fight against both Killer and Brusco, though. Doesn't have the Zaman Force, so he might have to back out for now. But now Super Prince is a target, but he fortunately has the Crimson.
Dodge! Wait, did he actually dodge the shadow kill?
Yeah, I think it was the shadow kill that he dodged.
Oh my god, he disjointed it. Okay, so yeah, the proper term is disjointed. But Aurora.
Kirk.
Okay, Kirk.
He wasn't able to land the Dark Wave on anyone! And even the AOG didn't necessarily connect just yet, but Kirk is still going in with the Infernal Pursuit, and Demon Kite left all alone! Gets stunned by Kirk right in time once he lands on his shadow, and he picks up the kill too.
Wait, did he land the spear when Demon Kite went to the quad shadow?
It seems like it.
What timing!
What timing indeed, and that gave so much for the side of Onic Philippines. We did not see it because we weren't 2 steps ahead, but Onic was 3 steps ahead. They got the turtle. Bonus kill onto Edward. Anyway, I was about to say, that was a weird jump coming out from Kirk, but like I said, it seemed like for the naked eye, it seemed like a whiff coming out from Kirk, but it was actually a plan from Onic. That jump from Brusco landed on the 2 members of Aurora, and even when Kiko was so far away from the turtle, you gotta remember, this is a Joy, so he was able to catch up.
Look at this right now, too. You can see the leads building up here across the lanes right now for Onic. They get that tier 1 up top. First one so far of the game. Dominkite still pretty aggressive here. He hasn't died yet. He's dealing with a lot of pressure. He's also got a lead against Kelra right now in that lane.
Just a bit. Although the way that Onic is just so quick to convert to is, or will be, something that can definitely limit Aurora eventually later on. I mean, this 2-level gap existing between the junglers in itself is already very concerning if you were to look at it, because Demon Kite, I don't think they've been able to make much out of the early pick-off potential that a Hayabusa has.
Yeah. Aurora kind of felt like they're running out of steam. This is so passive.
And now Edward gets caught once more. Is able to return under the turret though, but that's the AOG. Doesn't connect onto anyone. Light knocks up both of the members of Onic who tried to dive in, but King Kong with the electrifying beats. Just look at the damage he's able to throw out. Dominkite though, he's still fighting back. And together with Demon Kite, they're able to turn things around. They will potentially pick up another kill, but all 3 will go into Light's hands.
What a masterful juggle under the turret. that Aurora just executed there.
And what a mistake from Onic Philippines, jumping under Aurora's banners. They might have the lead, but they are not strong in the early game. We keep talking about the fact that Aurora has the much better early game. Flying Clouds not going to be there to save and help Kirk. Garcia once again.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I forgot we were playing with
Flying Clouds.
Mr. Clouds.
So the replay here, they dove under the turret, which was definitely a mistake. And Kelra wasn't able to dodge the quad shadow that Demon Kite was able to nail on. And of course, they have taken out King Kong.
It's
a
insane.
Big blunder from Onic.
Dude, Edward just started all of that, by the way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like, he was the guy, and this is exactly what you were talking about in the draft, Wolf, with the Uranus.
Yep.
Even if he died 2 times earlier in the game, he started that whole exchange under that turret.
I'm even more surprised at how Dominkite danced with the Diamond Force there.
He has the Purify. Edward didn't have the Purify back then, but that's the Uranus. You're already fine with him not having the Purify, and it's so questionable why Onic Philippines still went for the fight.
Oh, here they might actually go over the fight. The way they blocked his way. Dominkite might just be able to deal enough damage because there's no one there to set things up. Edward will be separated from the other members of Aurora, and the AOG gets dodged once more. But these are 3 members of Aurora trying their best to escape, and Brusco will actually get to shut Light down.
Oh, that was such a good block, though, from Light.
Ooh.
Mid lane?
1v1. Does King Kong have the capability to chase?
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Same Fox. Same Fox.
Okay.
No words needed. Just an SOD.
Demon Kite's going to have nightmares of the SOD, by the way, because that was earlier by the turtle and then there in the mid lane.
Yeah. Aurora, though, still very commendable on how they are able to peel. I mean, with the death of Demon Kite, that actually is a pretty bad exchange if you think about it. But the fact that they only sacrifice Light in favor of Dominkite, who is farming so well this game, 6.2k compared to 5.3k of Kelra, I think that's still pretty good for Aurora. But now the question is Demon Kite ready for this Lord fight?
Oof. This is going to be a interesting one because it's almost like we saw last time, man. You know, not a huge gold lead or anything like that for either team here, but you can just see how some of these team fights can break out, and we might see a similar situation where the first Lord fight could end the game, you know, depending on how this is played out. You can see where they are focused on the map for Aurora. Down on this side, they see Kelra. Oh, Light. What is he going to do?
Kelra senses it.
Oh my god, Spider Kelra.
And now Onic might just have the go signal to push Aurora out of this area.
Dominkite's going to stay down there, though.
Yeah, at least they don't necessarily commit against Aurora.
Yeah, they know that. I mean, for Onic, they know that they have the SOD anyways.
Yep.
All they need is a stun. But this ultimate from King Kong is gonna matter so much. If this does not give footing for Onic Philippines, nothing will.
Yeah, so here's the push down. Bot Lord is under a half health. Are they going to go for this? Are they going to push it?
Oh, this is a 50-50 if they're actually going to go for it. And instead, Kelra will be destroying the turret down bottom before everything breaks out. Demon Kite actually secures it for the team, but they might have to disengage because it's a double kill for Super Frizz. The SOD lands too, but Kelra doesn't mind. He's just after all the turrets.
That might have been a better trade for Onic Philippines, getting 2 kills, a turret, and they are able to clear the Lord easily. They might even force this purple buff.
Yeah, looks like they did. So they get that done, but so Lord basically nothing for Aurora. Onic gets control of this, and this is the power of a Moskov, man. You don't have to have him for those fights where, again, you need Dominkite there for this Aurora lineup.
What a game we are seeing. Still, Dominkite is more than 1,000 gold ahead of Kelra, despite the fact that Kelra was able to get 2 turrets in the bottom lane, maybe 2 lanes actually of minions.
Yeah.
There still is a big gap between our gold laners that Onic has to solve for minutes to come.
So Aurora, they still will attempt to make something out of it though, but Kelra just is able to deal with the waves so fast. I feel like maybe the team fight really will or should be the way to go if you're Aurora.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for the flicker to be up on Light once again. Yeah, this is what I really like about Aurora. They're not forcing the issue so much. If they don't have the resources to deal with their opponents, they will not be baited into it. They're just, asserting pressure, forcing Onic to make some mistakes of their own.
Yeah.
And once they have this flicker onto light, it's going to be attack mode again for Aurora.
They just take this, what they can, basically at this point. Again, scaling up Dominkite. At some point, Onic's going to have to go ahead and deal with this, because we take a look at the items here. You can see, he's pretty locked in. Feather of Heaven, Holy Crystal, Starling Scythe.
Yep.
He's still maintaining that good gold lead against Kelra too. Now, granted, Kelra's job for the most part is just putting pressure on that off lane wherever the objective is, and that's going to be something that Aurora will always have to keep an eye on, and playing into that. So I think the hard part here is once we look at really the objectives the Lord takes, Demon Kite's work of being on this Hayabusa that's a little bit, squishy the way it works, he's got to be able to time those correctly to secure those objectives. But you can see, little by little, that tier 2 turret up top finally went down here. Aurora was able to get that.
Yeah. Kelra is just going to be defending up top. Does have 3 items now, and I wonder, I'm very curious what his 4th item will be. I would assume it could be Rose Gold Meteor because of the magic damage from Aurora, so that he can actually man fight against the Harith later on. I wonder if that will be the decision for Kelra.
Yeah. I'm also wondering at how the lane control is looking for both of these teams so far, especially since we're on flying clouds.
Yeah.
Like, how easy is it going to be for Aurora to manage it just the same the way
easy,
Kelra
actually.
does? Because of flying clouds, right? Like, they might not need to worry about it as much.
Yeah, and Kelra is even utilizing the flying clouds in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
So fast. If you see it just through the minimap, it looks like he's zooming in from one part to another.
Oh, are they going to blitz this too? They know Kelra's down there.
Yeah.
Half health on the Lord here. Edward will spot some of the members of Onic out. Quarter the health on the Lord. It's going to go for a bit of a reset. Kelra is just pushing down that lane, though. Aurora has to deal with this push.
Mid lane, though.
And King Kong's just hiding. He's not showing himself at all.
Yep. And the fact that Demon Kite showed himself in the mid lane might prompt some movements here coming out from Onic, but Onic, they're okay. And King Kong is actually keeping the Lizard so that he's able to stack some of the dashes. He's just resetting it over and over.
Man, what do you do here? How do you deal with Kelra
What a dance.
if you're Aurora?
Yeah.
You're going to have to essentially keep Demon Kite there, so then you can't even really play around this Lord.
Yeah.
So Onic knows that.
This is a game of patience now for both teams. It's pretty even. And Aurora actually snagged the lead for whatever reason.
Oh. How?
Quietly.
Quietly but surely, but still, I think we're going to have to see how they play it out. Kelra's up here towards the top now. They might blitz this Lord. It looks like the opening.
Yeah, they are trying to blitz it, but King Kong already has information. UA bursting down Super Prince. SOD will not land, and everyone gets knocked up. Now Demon Kite finally secures it for his team, but King Kong now with the electrifying beats, picking up kills here and there, gets a double kill, but Edward, he finds Super Prince too. Everyone has to recall because Aurora got their hands on the Lord.
No. King Kong will not actually go back. Flying Clouds available for the Hayabusa. Might find King Kong. Okay. No, not gonna
check
be
it? Okay, no.
Cook dice, look dicey, but Demon Kite back-to-back Lord fights. When we said the 50-50 battles will not favor Aurora, I was so wrong with that, with my keys to victory.
They want this charge in, but I don't think the Lord's going to get it, so it's taken care of. Great push.
Kirk.
Yin Yang overturn, already committed. Kirk! He just gets
Demon Kite
bursted
survives.
down. Demon Kite goes for kill!
Oh my god!
And he finds the kill, but gets traded out. King Kong arrives just in time to take out the Demon Kite. It's a 1-for-2 that we saw.
Oh man, good play though.
Oh, that is actually a dangerous situation for Onic Philippines because they need Kelra on the defense.
Okay, Super Prince going in with the Crimson Beacon, and the taunt might just be able to pick up the kill.
Shue.
But Yue with the Kagura is able to escape. Now Dominkite with the Salmon Force tries to take down Brusco's, dancing under the turret,
Oh
but
my
will
God.
have a way out if need be. You just can't get the kills.
They can't get the kills.
Oh my God, that
it's
was
the power
scary.
of the Mr. Clouds. I'm telling you, Wolf mentioned it earlier, man.
Mr. Cloud.
It's the buff for the defenders.
That's
yes,
right.
I like to call him Mr. Cloud. So, hey,
Yeah.
we're still in the situation where, yeah, Lord was secured. It was great that Demon Kite was able to get it, but base turrets still stand here for Onic. Let's look at the replay here brought to us by Infinix. Now we look at this.
I wonder why Kirkwood kept on fighting. I think that was the call. And look at that. Whoa, Demon Kite.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good play. Actually punishing Kelra in that regard. Knowing that Kelra did not have the Wind of Nature, he actually went for the Rose Gold Meteor.
Yeah.
That's right. And then the Malefic Gun. So no Wind of Nature. Kelra is not safe from Demon Kite. This is why I really like Harith and Hayabusa combined together, because it's always bothersome to think about the item that you will choose as a marksman.
Yeah, like what defensive item do you pick up here,
Yep.
you know?
They also have like ways to deal with Kirk too. I mean, even earlier we saw how he just got shredded down like that. They don't even have the shredder necessarily, like quote unquote. It was just Yue, the Yin-Yang overturns, and the constant hits from Doming Kite.
That's right.
I mean, there's so much respect coming in from Aurora too, to think that's an early Sea Halberd for Demon Kite, and even the Glowing Wand from Yue. So yeah, they have ways to deal with it if they wanted to.
The thing is, too, that at this point, like, Edward is the walking vision for Aurora right now. But Onic, I feel like you still have to really be considerate of how they're... Like, again, if Kelra doesn't die, if he's able to go ahead and stay alive, just like how Dominkai is the same situation, you've got great firing power for the team here, and they're going to go back to the Lord.
Kelra is here.
Yeah, Kelra's here. He's part of this fight. So,
interesting.
Again, both teams... might take their time here. Buff for Demon Kite, grabs the purple. Same thing for King Kong on the orange. They're going to go for it.
Is this another 50-50 that we might be seeing? Kelra's joining though, but the Yin-Yang overturn. There's a Winter Crown. Super Prince is still alive, and now they don't have the ultimates. Now Onic just goes in. Kirk with the Infernal Pursuits. Kelra has the free hits. There's the Tsunami Sound already coming on to Kirk.
Oh, Kirk!
Ogi, Shadow Kill. Everyone's just able to survive. But King Kong!
My God!
He goes in and surprises everyone with the electrifying beats.
Oh my God.
What is that damage?
That probably...
That's the Sigma Boy.
That's the Sigma Boy. That's the best joy initiation I've seen in my whole casting life, man.
Oh, under the turret.
Oh my God, King Kong.
Oh man, I swear.
Bro is playing as if he owns a skin for joy.
Oh, that's a
my
huge
God.
take.
Yeah, like everything just seemed so premeditated for Onic. From the anticipation of the Yin-Yang overturn, the Winter Crown plays, and then the dives from Kirk, like everything.
Okay.
Oh my.
To be fair, Aurora's plays so well. They're punishing Kirk so much. And the initial jump from King Kong, the initial set of dashes, weren't that good, actually. And it looked really scary for Onic. But then today we learned the reason why King Kong was known for this joy is because of the mastery that this guy has with the hero. Still, Onic has to respect. Aurora's initiations will still be here.
Oh man, let's see if they can push this one further. Aurora is going to have to do damage control. Edward will be dragged back, Dark Wave forward. Kirk's going to jump in with the Lord. A base turret should go down. First one cracked of the game, 20.5 minutes into this. Aurora will clean this up. They're going to try to maintain the turrets if they can here. But they still got to respect it, and so does Onic. Onic will respect what Aurora can do if they get a favor in a team fight, and it'll just be one base turret that goes down.
Oh my goodness. We're 20 minutes into this game, and we only got to take down the first base turret.
Yeah.
This is a masterclass right now.
Masterclass. Okay. But everybody has caught up from Aurora. I think this is pretty even. And gold lead does not matter anymore at this stage of the game. It's about map control. Fortunately for Aurora, Lord spawns in the bottom lane. The lane that is not the lane that is pushed up. You know, so this is going to be good for Aurora. I mean, it's not the best, but it's very much workable because the minions will not be naturally be pushing in the opposite lane. So this is still a pretty even Lord fight, I would say.
Every Lord fight, I feel like for the series so far, I know game one was rather quick,
Okay.
but you could have said the same thing.
For sure.
Look how much damage King Kong's done here, though.
Yep. And Dominic had as well. Kelra has picked up the Wind of Nature, sold these boots for this one. So it's gonna be a full 6 slotted gold laner for Onic.
I can't believe we're or both of these teams keep risking the 50-50 Lord fights though. Like that's been the trend for all the objectives we've seen.
Light a new way.
Oh, what do they want to do here?
Oh, the window play.
This is the play we've seen many times before.
Oh my God.
Wait.
This is where the patience comes through. Onic.
Oh, Onic. Are they diligent?
Oh, what are they going to do here? Super
Nobody's checking the Lord though.
They know Demon Kite's up there. Do they just blitz this? Is this going to result
Okay,
in
Edward
a
checks
Lord?
it. Edward checks it.
No, Demon Kite's not even here, so what are they going to do?
Oh, now they're going to go
Light?
in, but will Light find the
Kick off.
target? There goes the Inya overturn, but the Winter Crown once again saves the day, and now Light may be in danger. He will try to get away. Immortality gets popped. Kirk still blocking the way. Demon Kite finding Kelra, but Kelra takes out Light, and they share the damage with the perfect stun too, and the Infernal Pursuit. Demon Kite goes down, and King Kong once again with the electrifying beats, finding Dom and Kite, leaving only Yue and Edward to defend.
They thought they had a plan, but Onic had an answer to it, and now they'll get ready to march towards the base to take it to a game 3, unless Aurora can do something about it, but those death timers are quite long. Let's see how Onic ends it.
Edward trying to hold as much as he can, but Yue, what can he do in this scenario where Keller has his eyes on nothing else but the base? And we are going to a game number 3.
It took a little longer